Hello, I'm Camelia and this is KiniNews. The court has denied Dr Mahathir's discovery bid in his defamation suit against Anwar. According to Mahathir's lawyers, among the grounds for the decision was that the events raised by Anwar happened long ago and did not refer to any specific documentation. The Shah Alam High Court denied former Prime Minister Dr Mahathir Mohamad's bid to compel Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim to reveal documents in his 150 million ringgit defamation suit against Anwar. This was over Anwar's claims linked to him amassing personal riches while in power. Mahathir and Anwar's counsels confirmed the outcome of today's civil court proceedings with Malaysia Kini today. Mahathir's lawyer, Rafique Rashid Ali, said that among the brief grounds for today's decision was that the alleged event raised in Anwar's amended statement of defense was one that happened long ago and did not specifically state any documentation. Rafique said, however, that in the event that the stated documents were there, then they would become part of Anwar's defense and needed to be shown during pre-trial case management. He added that the court has also set November 3rd for further case management for parties to inform of any other interlocutory applications they had or would be filing. Mahathir is suing Anwar over a claim he made during a policy speech at the PKR's Special National Congress on March 18th. On June 14th, Anwar filed his statement of defense, stating he is prepared to prove the allegations' veracity in court. He cited multiple alleged bailouts of companies linked to Mahathir's children, as well as alleged cronyism and nepotism during Mahathir's first stint as Prime Minister in the 1990s. In response to this, Mahathir said Anwar is a pathological liar who has never furnished proof of his allegations. Sanusi has denied making any defamatory remarks against Vincent Tan and his company. This is in relation to the defamation suit filed by Tan and Berjaya Land against him. Kedah Menteri Besar Muhammad Sanusi Madnor has denied labelling Vincent Tan and the tycoon's company as corrupt. He said this in his statement of defense against Tan and Berjaya Land's suit against him. In his statement, the past election director contended that his campaign speech emphasized the welfare of the people rather than corporations or the wealthy. He explained that the reference to big tycoons such as Tan was merely stating that as Kedah Menteri Besar, he would prioritize the welfare of people from the lower class and not just that of corporations or the rich. He said the policy mentioned was of Mesra Rakyat that has always been raised in his campaign and is also the policy of the Kedah State Administration under his leadership. He added that it did not in any way defame Tan as a major corporate figure. Sanusi raised the defense of justification and contended that his speech was merely raising the issue of governance and leakages linked to the project so that the people would be informed about the matter of public interest. He also raised the defense of fair comment and qualified privilege. The statement said that as a member of the opposition party, Sanusi has the moral and social responsibility to reveal issues of governance and leakages that took place within the administrations held by members of the ruling party, namely Pakatan Harapan and BN. On August 8th, Tan, who is Berjaya Group founder and second plaintiff Berjaya Land Berhad, filed a civil action over Sanusi's speech during the Kedah state election campaign. Previously, Tan's lawyers issued a letter of demand seeking the Perikatan National Leader's apology as well as 200 million ringgit compensation over an allegation of impropriety between the tycoon and Selangor Menteri Besar Amiruddin Shari in relation to the Klang River cleaning project. Tan and Berjaya Land had rubbished the allegation linked to the river project, labelling it as baseless and untrue.
We are often faced with nutrient deficiency needed for our body. This is why I choose G-Sure. G-Sure is the first plant-based and complete nutrition drink that helps to improve the immune system and strengthen our bodies. It has to be Good Morning G-Sure.
Zahid has responded to rumours of a cabinet reshuffle. According to him, there could be one soon to fill the post of the Domestic Trade and Cost of Living Minister. Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi has indicated that there may be a cabinet reshuffle under the leadership of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim soon. According to Bernama, Zahid said one of the reasons for it would be to fill the post of the Domestic Trade and Cost of Living Minister following the death of Salahuddin Ayub in July. He told reporters that there probably would be one and it could be soon. When asked about the rumours that he will be appointed to head the Home Ministry following the reshuffle, Zahid said he was prepared to shoulder any responsibility entrusted to him. He said he had seen such posters but had not been told of anything by the Prime Minister. Zahid added that he would be willing to serve in any ministry, and the important thing is that the cabinet reaches a consensus. Previously, it was reported that Anwar was preparing a major cabinet shake-up amid speculation that such a reshuffle is imminent. When asked for confirmation last week, Anwar had said that he would think about it. He said there is no urgent need for one because there is only one vacancy. Speaking of Zahid, a rights group has called for the PSSC hearing on his DNAA to be broadcast live. Malaysians Against Death Penalty and Torture has urged for all proceedings of the Parliamentary Special Select Committee on Human Rights, Elections and Institutional Reform to be broadcast live. This call comes as the PSSC is investigating the Attorney General Chamber's decision to withdraw 47 charges against Deputy Prime Minister Ahmad Zahid Hamidi in the Yayasan Akal Budi case. In a statement yesterday, MattPet spokesperson Charles Hector said MPs and parliamentary committees must not fear this transparency, and it is important for the public to hear what transpires, especially what is said by the persons summoned to testify. He added that the public wants to know and monitor their MPs who are involved and how their people's representatives conduct themselves in such committee proceedings and decision-making. Hector further claimed the public wanted to hear it all, not simply the final conclusions. He cited a Sinchu report which quoted PSSC chairperson William Leong as saying that the committee's hearings on Zahid's case will not be telecast live. Leong reportedly said this was due to parliamentary standing orders which prevented such a practice. It is unclear which standing order he was referring to in particular. However, Hector also argued that the government could easily amend parliamentary standing orders to allow live telecast of hearings to ensure Parliament and its various committees are more transparent. He added that a mere report alone is insufficient, as it will not comprehensively raise all the points, questions, and answers made or even the votes cast. Saifuddin has explained the presence of police during campaigns for the Pelangai by-election. He said there was no need to worry as they are there to ensure public safety and security. Home Minister Saifuddin Nasution Ismail said a large police presence during the Pelangai by-election campaign period is to maintain omnipresence and ensure public safety and security. He said this in response to past Secretary General Taqiyuddin Hassan's claim of an extraordinary police presence at the Perikatan National Campaign in Pelangai. Saifuddin said the police would not be present if campaigners did not touch on sensitive issues and divide the nation. He said as long as the relevant parties involved do not raise sensitive sentiments and fuel spirits that may affect unity and public peace, there is no reason for the police to be there. He added that there is no need to worry if they are law-abiding citizens. Last week, Taqiyuddin claimed there was an extraordinary attendance of authorities monitoring PN campaigns for its Pelangai candidate Kasim Samad, and this allegedly caused uneasiness among locals. He claimed the police monitoring Kasim's walkabouts and house-to-house visits also created reservations among locals to engage with the candidate. Saifuddin assured that the police remained professional and the public did not need to worry about their presence, adding that no reports have been lodged involving political parties being prevented from interacting with the people. Bersatu will only be holding party elections for the branch levels at the end of this year. The party's information chief, Razali Idris, said there will be no elections for the top leadership. Bersatu will not be holding elections for the party's top posts, Supreme Council and division levels this year. This is according to Bersatu Information Chief Razali Idris. Utusan Malaysia quoted Razali as saying that the party will only hold elections at branch levels at the end of this year. He said not many understand Bersatu's election mechanism. He added that the fact is that there will not be elections for the top leadership this year, only branch-level elections will be held. Razali also said that it is ridiculous to claim that there will be 2 elections in Bersatu this year. He said this in response to claims that the party will see leadership change after the Johor twin by-elections. Last May, the party had decided to postpone all elections for up to 18 months to prepare for the 6 state elections. Yesterday, Utusan, quoting sources, reported that Bersatu is divided into 2 factions, one aligned with President Muhyiddin Yassin and another with Secretary General Hamzah Zainuddin. According to the report, the 2 are not on the same page in charting the party's direction. Elaborating, Razali said the party does not have time to be fragmented as it needs to focus on the upcoming party elections. He said one of the reasons they postponed the party polls is because they had to fix the branches first, especially after the 15th general election. The court has directed the lawsuit by Tommy Thomas to be heard as a defamation action. The court ruled that the case is a claim for loss of reputation, which is a claim for defamation. The Kuala Lumpur High Court has directed former Attorney General Tommy Thomas's lawsuit to be heard as a defamation action. Judge Wan Ahmad Farid Wan Saleh made the ruling this afternoon. This is in relation to the striking out application by the government and a special task force against Thomas's originating summons over the Special Task Force report into his memoir, My Story, Justice in the Wilderness. The Special Task Force report was made available to the public through the Prime Minister's Department Legal Affairs Division on October 21st last year. This was following then-caretaker Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob's announcement on its declassification after a decision made by the Cabinet on September 30th last year. Among the report's key recommendations was for the separation of the Office of Attorney General and Public Prosecutor over selective prosecution. However, the report gave no example of selective prosecution on Thomas's part, who held office from June 4, 2018 to February 28, 2020. During online proceedings today, Wan Farid said that he would not order for the originating summons to be struck out, but that the action be converted into a writ of summons suitable for full trial of a defamation suit. Wan Ahmad Farid ruled that Thomas's legal action should have been filed from the onset as a writ of summons rather than originating summons. Wan Ahmad Farid ordered that the matter be transferred to the Civil Court Division that handles defamation matters. He said an originating summons is not a suitable mode for defamation matters as it only involves an exchange of affidavits rather than an actual full trial involving witness testimonies. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to Kinitv.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Kimilia. Thanks for watching.